Hold
When
on.
they sit down to review the footage, they finally get their first visual clue of
Uh-oh, that's the car that we saw in the CCTV footage. Don't tell me you did this shit in your own personal car, you demented dumbass.
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no.
Hold on, pause. Whoa, no, that is a bombshell. They just real life just nuked the video. What did you just say? Hold on, what?
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no.
Bro, he had to be on top of the car when he did this shit, man. The height just, do a ballistics test. What did he do? Did he bunny hop to hit him in the head, bro? Or they literally carried him like this? He's not even able to hit that shot. Look, I told y'all this beforehand, the craziest shit that'll happen to you in life will not come from across the aisle. It will not come from people who make it crystal clear that they hate you, that they want the worst for you. It will most likely be from the closest to you. And in this situation, it doesn't get closer than your own mom, bro. I mean, these are back-to-back videos. The last video, it was a girl who smoked her mom. This video, it's the opposite. It's a mother. Listen to me. This mom right here, she ended her own daughter's man. She went and shot him in a back alley, right? Ended his life. And then went to comfort her daughter when her daughter found out that her man is dead. When she found out her man is dead, she went to comfort her daughter who's pregnant with her man's baby. She went hugging on her, comforting her, crying with her, acting like she's not the wolves in sheepskin and she didn't just a few hours ago shoot her man in the back of the head, bro. Or I don't know exactly if it was in the back, but y'all get what I'm trying to say here. Today's video is crazy, as you can tell, so don't sit back, don't relax. And I know most of y'all are going to be watching this late, so if you're watching this late night, get in the comments and type hashtag LNS, and let's get into this, man.
No, did she already tell you? Yeah. Okay.
She's really sitting on the bed, comforting her, bro. I can't believe this. Hold on.
This is 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado. A few hours ago, her boyfriend was found mysteriously shot dead in a back alley.
She's not. Yeah, she wants to hurt the person that did it. She's pregnant.
It's you. Yeah, you should be scared. But no, in all seriousness, what do y'all think it is, bro? It has to be jealousy. That's what it is. I think, bro, because what else could a 17-year-old boy piss you off so much to the point where you end his life when your own daughter is pregnant with his kid? It has, I don't know what it is actually, but my mind is telling me jealousy, but that doesn't even make sense. Why would you be jealous of
Tragically, Elizabeth is also pregnant with their child. Her mother, Ortiz Chavez, is trying to comfort her daughter. What Elizabeth doesn't know yet is that her mother is hiding a dark secret that will ruin the family's life.
Your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide.
You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child.
As detectives work the case...
Ooh, we got a dwarf. But listen, before I talk about him, yeah, hold on. Let me get this guy off my screen, bro. I can't get him off my screen. All right. That threw me off. But look, you can't even blame this girl for being in disbelief, bro. Seriously. It takes a different level of wickedness to not just kill somebody, but to then bold-faced play. Do you realize how much evil this takes, bro? Y'all all have guilty consciousness, right? If you're a decent human being, you have like a consciousness within you that speaks to you when you do something you're not supposed to do. In this case, this really killed that boy and then is able to look her own daughter dead in the eyes, hug her and like comfort her, full knowing that she's the one that caused this despair in her daughter's life, bro. That's a different level of evil. Seriously. And how is she supposed to react to this? What can she do? To her own family, this is a double tragedy. You lost your man, but then your family is the one that did it. What do you do? How do you seek justice? Do you seek justice by locking up your own mom? You won't do that. Let's be real. Even though your mom ended, this is a head. That's what it is. If mental gymnastics was a video, it would be this situation. What is this girl supposed to do? Get in the comments right now. What the does she do? Her family is behind the murder of her man. But if she seeks justice, that means she's locking up her family. That means she's losing two people. She's losing her lover and she's losing her fam. Whoo!
Leaving the homicide.
You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
My mom loved that child.
As detectives work the case, more and more clues start pointing towards Elizabeth's family. And as she learns that her own family are now suspected killers, all she can do is deny the accusations, while her mother sacrifices her own children to hide what she's done.
All right, then. Do you want to talk?
It's a quiet Friday morning in downtown Albuquerque. A 16-year-old boy walks alone through a back alley on his way to work, unaware that a killer is waiting for him inside one of the parked cars. Then, a single gunshot rings out, striking the teenager in the head and killing him instantly, while the shooter disappears from the scene.
You don't just do that with one bullet, bro. That's one of two things. Either this woman has some background in terms of using weapons, right? She's used them before, or he never expected the mother of his girl to do this shit to him, so he allowed her to get close. She probably walked up to him, asked a question, or started up a conversation saying, "Oh, hello, yo, yeah," and then shot him in the head, close range, bro.
Within minutes, multiple 911 calls start flooding in reporting the gunfire. Patrol units quickly respond to the area, and as officers turn down the alley, they're met with a grim scene. Lying on the pavement is a teenage boy, motionless, with blood pooling beneath his head. The victim shows no signs of life and appears to have a gunshot wound visible just above his temple. Whatever happened in this alley.
Y'all see what I mean?
fast.
No, she doesn't have perfect aim, bro. No, she walked up to him, deceived him. This master deceiver, bro. Straight from Satan's playbook right here. She deceived him and made him get close to her and then popped him. She doesn't have perfect aim like that, bro.
And whoever pulled the trigger is already gone. Officers call it in and begin securing the perimeter. With no weapon in sight and no ID on the body, they now need to figure out who he is and why he ended up here. Backup units soon arrive and start canvassing the area, looking for anyone who might have heard or seen what happened. And before long, two witnesses come forward, claiming they saw something strange right after the gunshot.
Did you hear it?
I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running.
One of them is a light-skinned male. He turns around, runs back to the alley, and takes off down the street.
I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. So I've just been circling and I noticed
Somebody else is with her
activity, and
then.
I just had this gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here. And I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot. He was over here talking to some girl. And
Bingo. Told you. I told y'all. Now, this makes a lot more sense. First of all, she's not lying, by the way. Women have insane intuition. Women have, imagine our gut feelings as guys, but multiply that by 100 million. I'm being so serious. Women have insane intuition. She will feel before she would know, before she would think. So I'm not even, she's actually telling the truth. Her intuition did not fail her right here, bro. She felt that this was going to happen. This is not even a lie. But look, put that to the side for, she says she saw that boy talking to a woman, to a girl. That girl is the mom in this situation. That light-skinned male is probably the guy the mom had, do all of this. So she deceived him. She brought him close to her and then had somebody else hop out and do it and then run out and run away. That's what's going on here.
last minute I saw him there. I turned the corner and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road. So then I came back over here and the car was down.
You heard one shot?
Just one.
According to witnesses, a single gunshot was fired, followed by a group of teenagers scrambling in every direction. One of them was seen jumping into a car with a girl before speeding away.
See
The
what I
information
mean?
is vague, but it gives police a starting point. Detectives soon arrive at the scene and launch a formal homicide investigation. While examining the body, they notice something odd about the victim. He's still wearing an apron, the kind used by restaurant staff, suggesting he might have worked nearby. That small detail sends them straight across the street to the only restaurant in sight, Lindy's Diner.
They really caught this boy after work. He finished his shift. He's heading home probably. And then oh my God, hold on.
Inside, the owners immediately recognize the victim. His name is Josue J. Ruiz, 16 years old, a dishwasher who'd only started a few weeks earlier. They tell police Jay's grandfather is a regular customer, and officers are able to call him and ask him to come down to the scene. When Jay's grandfather arrives, detectives have to break the tragic news to him. But what he tells them about Jay's life will start to hint at darker things he may have been involved in.
So I don't know if anybody's told you this, and I was trying to see if you were obviously Josue, is that how you say it? Yeah. Josue's passed away. So that's what we're here for. Is we're here to try to figure out what happened and try to do the best we can. Like we say, Josue. Alright. He's your grandson, is that correct? Okay.
He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him. I could never get the truth.
Off of that little sentence, my brain is just telling me that this dude was probably in some gang. I know how teenagers are, bro. Probably in some gang. If they sit here and tell me that this mom went and got a rival gang or like people he had problems with, quote unquote ops, people that don't like him, to come and kill him for her. And that's what the group of, you know, when they described it as a group of teenagers just ran away everywhere. If they tell me that's what happened, bro, I'm letting my old self out straight up on his bro. Do not tell me that she really set this man up. Do not tell me that she set this man up to get ended by a bunch of gang members that he has problems with. Don't even go there. This video is already evil enough, but if they tell me that's what happened, that's like pack a punch in the evil to the max.
There's one friend that he was involved with that, you know, I really didn't approve of. I was just getting ready to move him out, you know, take him somewhere else so he can have a job or whatever.
Right.
But
Although the news clearly breaks him, he takes it with quiet strength, telling detectives that his grandson had been involved in something lately that might be what got him killed. And as the conversation continues, he mentions one more heartbreaking detail. Jay wasn't just a teenager with secrets. He was about to become a father.
he has a girlfriend over there in my apartment. And,
His
she's
girlfriend's
pregnant.
at your apartment right now?
Yeah, he called me this morning and told me, hey, you're going to be a great grandfather, is what he told me. So,
No kidding. Who's his girlfriend?
Elizabeth, I think it's Maldonado.
She's at your apartment
Right now, yeah.
The revelation only adds to the tragedy. Jay's girlfriend, 17-year-old Elizabeth Baldonado, is pregnant with his child and has no idea that he's gone. Investigators plan to speak with her later, but for now they allow Jay's grandfather to leave the scene and deliver the news himself, telling her that detectives will be in touch soon. If anyone can explain what Jay had been caught up in, it's her. About an hour later, the homicide case is officially assigned to Detective Anna Bruciaga as the lead investigator. After reviewing the initial reports and witness statements, she begins canvassing the area for any surveillance footage that might reveal what happened. It doesn't take long before officers locate a camera mounted outside a nearby school, angled directly towards the alley where the shooting took place.
Hold
When
on.
they sit down to review the footage, they finally get their first visual clue of Jay's killers.
So these are all the cameras that are running a Q system, the digital.
I'm telling y'all right now, this is a f***ing setup. I'm telling you right now, the mother of his girl set him up to get ended by a gang, essentially. She really set him up to get ended by a f***ing gang, knowing that he has her own daughter pregnant and he's the father of her future grandchildren or grandchild.
The analog sucks, so just a fair warning.
Perfect.
This faces the alleyway. Once the shot happens, the people loading the vehicle will react. So it's the individual box of the vehicle somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
It almost looks like a Toyota.
On screen, a gold Toyota sedan can be seen racing away seconds after the gunshot. And through the tinted glass, detectives can barely make out what appears to be two figures inside the vehicle, meaning there are at least two suspects on the loose. A couple of hours later, detectives arrive at the apartment where Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth, is staying. They believe she might help them understand what Jay had been caught up in, but they have no idea that they'll soon come face to face with one of Jay's killers, someone far closer to him than anyone imagined.
Do you mind if we come in here? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know that obviously he was possibly having some issues with some people, right? Can you tell me about that?
He doesn't really tell me much about that stuff.
So let's start with today. What did you guys do today?
He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to go to work at 10. I was making appointments today because we found out that I'm pregnant. Well, he was texting me still until at least around 12 o'clock. And then he stopped answering me for a few hours.
The timeline Elizabeth provides lines up with the shooting. Around 11:20 a.m. is when Jay stopped responding to her messages, the same time investigators believe he was killed. Beyond that, Elizabeth doesn't offer much, saying Jay often kept to himself and never told her what he was doing. To detectives, it sounds like Jay might have gotten himself involved in something he didn't want anyone else to know about. Maybe a deal that went wrong or a confrontation that escalated. Whatever it was, it's likely what got him killed. Or at least, that's what it seems at first. Because Elizabeth isn't telling the full story. Not yet. And the next thing she remembers won't just give detectives a new lead. It'll start turning suspicion towards Elizabeth and her own family.
A little bit from what I've
What
gathered.
the fuck? Bro, don't even say that to me, man. Don't say that to me, bro. I'm really not trying to watch it. This video is an hour long. We might have to be here for a whole hour, y'all. This might be the longest video I have ever uploaded on the channel because he did not just say she's also involved as well. Yo, let me tell you something. This is how you know, regardless of who it is, like we're gonna find out here in a bit, but regardless of who it is, like for example, the mom, she involved other people in doing this. Are you dumb? Do you not think other people are gonna tell on you as soon as you're caught, as soon as the dots are connected and then they start questioning y'all? The fact that she did this crime with somebody else doomed her because as soon as these people connect the dots, you're done.
From Grandpa is that he feels that he was up to no good lately. Can you tell me about that?
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much. But my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jay.
And which brother?
My younger brother.
Your younger brother? What's his name?
Angelo.
Tell me a little bit about why they were gonna box it out.
Me and Jay, we were arguing about something. I don't remember what. But we started getting really loud and my brother got tired of it, so he came in and told him to stop yelling at me, and then they just started fighting.
Physically fighting?
No.
So did they text each other that they were gonna fight?
No. Jay called me and told my mom that he wanted to box it out with my brother.
According to Elizabeth, her brother Angelo.
It sounds like the family wasn't approving of them being together. That's what it sounds like. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, just straight up. People have different circumstances, but in terms of, what's his name, Jose or whatever the guy's name that died here, you're in her house with her, like you guys are together, but she lives with her family and she has a brother. Unless you're cool as shit with the brother is gonna feel this way about you, especially if you're sitting here arguing with his sister. You're in their home at the end of the day, bro. Yes, you're with her, but she's with her family. That means you're living with them. I can see how they didn't approve of this, bro. The dots are starting to connect. Hold on.
Conflict could have been personal. Investigators will now have to follow up on this and look into Angelo's involvement before ruling him out. But before the conversation can continue any further with Elizabeth, Jay's family arrives at the apartment. Word of the shooting has already reached them, but they still haven't received an official confirmation from police. Detective Anna Bruciaga has no choice but to break the tragic news to Jay's mother, a moment that no amount of experience could ever prepare anyone for.
Can you tell us what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. Right now, I don't have much other than
officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to his people.
What happened?
And that's why so we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way.
Detective Bruciaga sits down with her to collect some basic information. A casual conversation at first, until Chavez mentions a small detail that catches the detective's attention and quietly puts her on the radar.
What type of car do you drive? I drive a Toyota. Toyota? Yes, like a Gold. Yeah, it's Gold. Stalled out on me, I just looked there.
Uh-oh, that's the car that we saw in the CCTV footage. Oh, you don't tell me you did this shit in your own personal car, you demented dumbass bitch. You big foreheaded little brain ass woman. Don't tell me you drove your personal car to do this, thinking that we don't live in 2025 and that there's no like cameras everywhere. Are you like mentally ill? Of course you are, you're evil. Ooh, but you're dumb. They caught, hold on.
And you said you just purchased it? Yeah. Do you have a plate on it? Yeah. No, I don't. They took our tickets off. Sticker off the tag. Yeah, they took it off.
Ooh, she has no tags?
Where you said it's yeah, so earlier this morning it broke down on her and then she just left it there.
As Chavez describes her vehicle, Detective Bruciaga immediately recognizes the description. A gold Toyota sedan, similar to the one caught on surveillance footage speeding away just seconds after the shooting. The connection is hard to ignore. Bruciaga notes the details, but decides it's too early to jump to conclusions. Wanting to verify it as quickly as possible, she wraps up the initial interview with the family and heads out with officers to the spot where Chavez abandoned her car that morning. When they arrive, the car is nowhere to be found, and Bruciaga starts suspecting Chavez might be hiding something. About 40 minutes later, investigators return to the apartment to interview Chavez privately. And that's when things start to get interesting. By now, it's only been a few hours since Jay was killed, and most detectives would still be collecting statements. But Bruciaga's instincts tell her there's no time to waste. So she sits down with Chavez and makes a bold accusation.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me?
No, I am not.
So you stole my car?
That's why I'm talking to you. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know.
It's your car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
Okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
She's
Detective
good.
Brucey.
She's good. This mom is good, bro. She's got a great poker face right here. She's good. Yo, title already spoils it. She's the killer. Or she at least got somebody else to do it. We already know that that's concrete. That's like stamped. That's literally what the this video is. So this is the killer that's on our screen, bro. She's got the best poker face I've seen in forever. Her hands aren't shaking. Her voice isn't trembling. Her body language hasn't changed at all to where you can sense anxiety. She's able to look the detective dead in the eyes and actually continue with this non-involved victim act. With this caring mother who is so concerned about her daughter's man who just got smoked. She's good. She's really good, actually.
Yaga is quick to connect the dots, suspecting that it's Chavez's car that was speeding away. But Chavez claims she abandoned it and it must have been stolen. However, the detective is about to take things one step further, because if Chavez's car was used in the murder, the next logical question is, who was behind the wheel? And with what Elizabeth revealed about the planned fight that morning, there's only one name that fits. Chavez's son, Angelo.
So what I'm getting at is that what are the odds that your son and his friends have a problem with Jay, and Jay is now dead, and people are telling me it's your car on scene.
But my son said he wouldn't, and neither would Javon. And I was with them today.
Okay. So you were with them all day?
Yes. My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever.
You drop him off?
No, I didn't leave the Whataburger.
Okay, so you waited for him to be done?
Yes, and we went back together to my house.
Okay, then you guys go back to the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he stayed there, and I left with myself, the car, to go see Elizabeth.
Chavez's morning timeline only reinforces the detective's suspicions. If she really abandoned her car around 10:30 that morning and it suddenly vanished, then there's a very high chance it's the same gold Toyota caught on CCTV later when Jay was shot. Witnesses also reported seeing a young male and female inside the car. And with Chavez having both a teenage son, Angelo, and a daughter, Elizabeth, things are starting to look very suspicious for her family. For now, though, all of this remains as just early suspicion. After all, detectives know Jay had been hiding things. He was secretive and clearly mixed up in something he wasn't telling anyone about. But there's something eerily strange about Chavez's demeanor that Detective Bruciaga can't ignore, even after being told
bro, realistically though, what can a 16-year-old be involved in more than either he's in a gang and he has a rival gang that would be after him, or it's something to do with that's pretty much, what else is there, bro? That's it. It's one of the two. So it really kind of narrows it down. And the fact that he got smoked is either a deal gone bad and it's a soldier of Satan who doesn't value his life and is able to take, or it's a rival gang, bro. It's one of the two. But in this case, it's not. It's either. I'm still thinking that hold on, bro.
Son might be involved in a homicide. She stays quiet, almost detached. Not the kind of reaction you'd expect from a mother facing that sort of accusation. And the longer the conversation goes, the more convinced Bruciaga becomes that the mother sitting in front of her knows more than she's letting on. So the detective decides to take an even bigger risk this time and make an accusation that most investigators would hesitate to ask this early on.
So, did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
Oh, what type of reaction is this though, bro? I mean, I know people have different personalities, right? People with some people are aggressive, some people are laid back, some people are nonchalant. Personally, I would just expect a whoa, what the did you just ask me type of reaction? Not no. Or that's not even what she did. She said no. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say here? I would expect her to get offended, to be perplexed that that's even a question. She just asked you, did you shoot the man your daughter is with, the man your daughter has a baby with? And your reaction is, no.
I know, but somebody did.
No.
But I also feel like you know more than you're telling me.
But I don't.
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened. And I know it's your car. And I am gonna confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm lost right now.
Oh yeah, nah, hell no. Yo, bro, get off my screen, man. Shut up.
Increase fat loss.
Hold on. No. Yeah, she's done, bro. I'm a body language expert too. You are too chill. You're way too chill. You are way too laid back talking to this lady about what she's asking you about. Hell no. Get her out of here, bro.
Again, Chavez's reaction isn't what Detective Bruciaga expects at all. Instead of breaking down or reacting defensively, she simply denies it with a sorrowful face. This response leaves Bruciaga torn between two possibilities. Either Chavez is innocent but in complete shock, struggling to process what's happening, or she's carefully keeping her composure to hide a guilty conscience and protect her children. Either way, she sticks to her story, and with nothing concrete so far, the interview comes to an end. But even without proof, Bruciaga can't shake the feeling that her instincts are right, that one of Jay's killers is sitting in this very apartment.
I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, this video is too long, it's an hour long, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip forward a little bit, and we're gonna go to let's see, 20 days after the shooting. That's what we're gonna cut to. Things should be more clear now.
Directly from them. But 20 days after the shooting, that changes. Jay's girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, turns 18 years old, and her mother can no longer stop her from talking. Detective Bruciaga seizes the opportunity and convinces her to come down to the station to see the new evidence they've uncovered, carefully leaving out that it's evidence pointing towards her own family. The goal is simple: find out who was directly involved in Jay's killing, or better yet, get a confession.
I want to hear what happened. Because I think you know more than you told me that day.
I don't know anything. I really don't. Why would you guys assume that? Why would I know anything new about that?
because I have your phones and I've looked through your phones. And so I do believe you know more.
What would I know more about? About who killed him? About who did it? No, I don't know. I really don't know who did it. If I knew who did it, I would have told you already.
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no.
Hold on, pause. Whoa. No, that is a bombshell. They just real life just nuked the video. What did you just say? Hold on, what?
I would have told you already.
So I know that you and him were having some problems and he broke up with you and you wanted to get back with him and he told you no.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so happy I don't pre-watch my videos. Oh my God, this video just turned me up, bro. And not in a good way.
I will talk to you when it comes to the baby, but that is it. And he wanted nothing to do with you.
Wow.
So you're saying that I had someone do something to him? Are you
It's a question.
serious?
Okay, here's the thing, okay?
I
you have to
loved him more than anything in the world. I would never have anyone do anything like that because I loved him more than my whole life.
And actually, I do know that because you guys texted, I love you so much. Tons. So I do know that, okay? But you have to understand.
Love makes people do crazy things, though. Do y'all understand that love is probably the most powerful emotion there is in the entire world? And that's why when you get your heart broken, it is genuinely, literally the most transformative thing that will happen to you in your entire life. It is the worst. That is why heartbreak is real. Love is the realest thing there is. You love the people in your life, right? Your family members. Now, I'm not even talking, obviously your significant other, anybody. Love is the strongest. Bro, love is honestly like one of the centers of life. Without love, you wouldn't have children. Without love, you wouldn't be out here working to provide for the people in your life that you love. Without love, you wouldn't be, why would you live? If you didn't have people that loved you, why would you exist? If you didn't love people in this world, why would you exist? That is why love makes people do crazy things. We got a 10 out of, we got the video of the year right here, y'all. This is gonna be the longest video I've ever dropped. I don't even have time though. This probably, hold on.
Elizabeth, I'm investigating his homicide. Somebody killed him. Okay? Have you ever watched homicide shows?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so you have to know that if I see anything like that on the phone, you have to know that I have to ask you these questions. Because at this point, I have gone through your phone, I have gone through your brother's phone, I have gone through Josue's phone, I have gone through other things, and I have to ask these questions because I have a feeling you know more than you're telling me.
I don't!
Yes, you do!
I really don't! I don't know anything more than I'm telling you.
Okay, so you brought up that your brother Gilbert had mentioned and said that he was gonna send someone up there to take care of.
But he didn't. Because my brother knows that if he were to do anything, I would never speak to him again or at all. I would have him part of my life at all.
Gilbert didn't do it.
Why would my brother do it? My brother literally knows how I feel about him.
So I'm pretty sure you've been in the household and have heard conversations. Correct?
Heard what?
Anything. Anything that talked about.
They do not talk about anything.
Okay, so where's your mom's car?
I don't know. You're seriously assuming that one of my family members did it? Because the car is missing. She literally filed a report that her car was missing that night.
Okay, so you say you love Josue, right? And he's the love of your life. So why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody.
That's probably the dumbest question you've ever asked, detective. Go ahead and reflect on what you just said, because you literally just said the dumbest shit ever. Why are you covering up for your mom and your brother? Regardless of how much she loved them, that is still her mom and her brother. Are we serious? I know it's your job, but that's a really dumbass question, straight up. And look, I am going to pause this video right here. I don't know if I'm gonna drop this in 2 parts, but I have to go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head out, and when I'm back, I'm gonna record the second part, or I'm gonna come back. I'm literally gonna save this paused right here, and then I'm gonna be right back to finish it with y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna cut it up in 2 videos or keep it into one. I think I'm gonna keep it into 1 video. But anyways, I'll be right back. And just like that, we're back, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and just press play on it exactly where we left off. Let's go.
So why are you covering for your mom and your brother?
I'm not covering for anybody. Are you f***ing serious?
Yes, you are.
You seriously think that they did it?
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom loved that child too.
Okay, maybe not your mom, but what if what if I told you that your mom's car is on video leaving the homicide? What if I told you that?
You know how many Toyota Camrys that are gold live in the city?
But what are the odds that your brother...
But your mom's car is the only one at the scene that's visible, and her tags mysteriously are not on the car, and she loses her car the day of the murder, mysteriously as well. Or I should say, not loses it, she abandons it, is what they were saying. A lot of coincidences to happen on the same day that your man gets smoked, after he breaks up with you and is fighting with your brother. Your brother is not on good terms with him. A lot of coincidence going on right here.
And Josue,
My brother was at home. My
Cap.
brother was at home with his
Cap.
girlfriend. They were literally sleeping until he had to go to work.
It's clear that Elizabeth has reached her breaking point. Every accusation towards her family is pushing her closer to the edge. Most investigators would pull back here, take a break, try to de-escalate.
Hold on,
but
wait. Pause, y'all. What's making my head turn and like messing with my head is why her mom is obviously involved. Her mom is probably the one that called it, right? She knows her family is involved, so why did her family allow her to talk to the detectives without a lawyer? Why did her family even allow her to do this? I mean, I know they said that the detective convinced her, but at the end of the day, this easily could have been prevented if her family just told her, yo, don't speak to these people without a lawyer. And matter of fact, you don't have to speak to these people without your lawyer. You can just have your lawyer handle it. Just that way so they don't put you in this position to where your back is against the wall and you're going to break, which is exactly what's about to happen with her, bro. I can tell. She's in the worst position you could ever be in, by the way. Like I said, on this side is her lover who left her, and on this side is her family who smoked her lover who left her. I said that a little too much, but y'all get what I'm trying to say here, bro. Her back isn't just against the wall. She's literally getting choke slammed on the wall. Figuratively speaking, man.
Detective Bruciaga. Instead, she decides to take a bigger risk. One that's bold, but calculated. Rather than fighting Elizabeth's denials, she will lean into them, even agreeing that she's only trying to protect her family. In doing so, Bruciaga wants to make Elizabeth feel safe enough to talk and reveal what she's really hiding. It's a delicate psychological play, one that could end the interview entirely or solve the case right here and now.
But I'm gonna tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. So obviously, somebody's lying. And I kind of understand that you don't want to see.
No, you don't. They don't. They did not do it.
Because
you are literally looking in the wrong place. You're just trying to blame somebody just so that you can get someone for the crime. I know they didn't do it because, well, I don't know for sure, but I know they wouldn't have done something like that. They know how much that would crush me. And literally, they have seen how much I have died these past 2 weeks.
Okay, and I'm not telling you.
Which, by the way, I don't think that's not true. I think that is probably true. Like I said, at the end of the day, even let's say hypothetically, I don't know if she herself, like this woman right here that's in front of us, Elizabeth, is involved. I don't know. We'll find out here because this video is nothing but plot twists and I like it. But even if she is involved or if she's not involved, at the end of the day, she was crushed at the man, bro, that he left her. Josh, whatever his name is, bro, that he left her and told her we're done, despite having a baby inside of her right now as she's talking to the detective. As we're listening to her speak, she has a baby growing inside of her. She has that man's seed in her. He's not fully dead yet. So I do believe that she is actually crushed and does feel, regardless of if she's involved or not, those emotions are still there for that man, bro. And if they weren't there, this probably wouldn't have. Anyways, I believe her for sure. It just depends on which side of the aisle is she on, bro. Is she feeling that way because she's not involved? Or is she feeling that way because she is somehow involved in his murder? Let's find out. And I honestly have no clue. I don't know yet.
I'm telling you, if I find out your brother, I'm telling you when I gather up all my evidence and I arrest your brother, I hope that you didn't know more.
You guys can think however you
Uh-oh.
like. My family did not.
She's leaving finally.
Elizabeth, you can't get out without us letting you out, babe.
Elizabeth?
I don't think she realized that she can literally walk out at any time she wants to. This entire conversation could have not happened if she just walked out.
I think you're ready to tell me more than you're telling me, okay? You have to realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life, and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away. Now that baby's not gonna have a dad.
But now if she leans into what you're saying, now she's not gonna have a family either. Yo, this detective is good. She's good at her job, for real. But at the same time, bro, this literally would be as evil and as crazy as this situation is, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. My mind is telling me that this low-key would be making it even worse for her because she would lose her fam too, bro. I don't see her confessing or telling more.
I don't think I know that. That's literally all I think about every second.
Can we finish talking in the conference room?
They got her. They got her.
Just because I can't hear, actually.
Yeah, we can't be sitting in the hallway, Elizabeth. I'm sorry.
This is our victim side, so.
Elizabeth's finally had enough. The weight of the questioning breaks her down and she's emotionally exhausted. Detectives try to take advantage of the moment, hoping her vulnerability will make her open up, but Elizabeth doesn't budge. Through tears, she keeps insisting her family is innocent. With nothing useful coming from Elizabeth, the interview ends. She's escorted out of the building, and investigators are back to square one.
Because literally, if she wanted to or not, her subconscious is not gonna allow her to throw her entire family behind bars, bro. Like I said, this is the worst. If she's not involved, this is literally the worst thing that could ever happen to her ever, period. It's the worst position to be in. Even if she actually sat there and made the decision to help these people, like the detectives out in arresting her own family, her subconscious, her second mind, her dead hand inside her own body is not gonna allow her to speak those. Her tongue isn't even gonna speak the words. If that makes sense to y'all, bro. Like your mind and your tongue will literally not say the shit that's gonna get your own fam. Like, bro, she's not gonna do that.
Well, Detective Bruciaga can't shake her suspicions. She knows this family is hiding something. What she hasn't figured out yet is that she's been focusing on the wrong suspects all along.
Not the dwarf!
Over the next couple of months, the case remains wide open. Investigators keep digging, and what they find—
Yo, don't tell me that fucking dwarf is the one that did this shit, man. What did he do? Did he bunny hop to hit him in the head? Because y'all know how he got hit once in the head? That dwarf had to bunny hop, bro. Wait. Out of everybody in the family, no, bro, don't even say. Yo, this video is literally nothing but plot twists. That dwarf didn't do it. He's innocent just off of the height. It doesn't make sense unless he bunny hopped, bro, or they literally carried him like this. He's not even able to hit that shot.
Is even more alarming. First, they learn that Chavez never followed through with her stolen vehicle report from the day of the murder. Then, while combing through phone data, detectives uncover explicit threats from Elizabeth's older brother, Gilbert, directed at Jay. In one message, Gilbert writes he's gonna catch one, clearly hinting at plans for violence. In another text, he says, "Delete our messages and don't say anything about me saying I was gonna shoot him. It wasn't me for real. I ain't trying to deal with cops." Based on these details, investigators start to speculate that Gilbert may have taken things further, possibly supplying a gun or even using it himself to shoot Jay. Chavez, realizing what her sons had done, may have then disposed of the car to cover their tracks and build an alibi for the family. The new findings push Gilbert to the top of the suspect list, right beside his brother Angelo. But as compelling as the theory sounds, it's still just that. a theory. The case remains strong on suspicion, but weak on proof, and Detective Bruce Iaga desperately needs anything concrete from the Baldonado family. So, on May 19th, 76 days after Jay's murder, Bruce Iaga and a team of officers head to the family's house determined to confront them face to face and see if she can pressure someone into cracking. When the investigators arrive at the door, no one expects how quickly things will get heated.
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Hi.
Can I actually...
Yo, Gilbert did not do this shit, man. Who are you? Hold on. Right off the bat, I'm gonna be honest though, out of everybody there is, having him do it is probably the one choice, like, because no one would ever expect him to do it. The one person who's made out of a session that wasn't finished properly, if that makes sense, is the one guy you're gonna hire to do this out of the whole family? Are y'all serious? Because they're really sitting here saying Gilbert did this shit, man. Oh my God. Look at this guy.
Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. I'm not going to talk to you right here in the door. Do you want to?
Yes.
So, tell me what you know.
Like I said, I just moved in here. Like,
Okay, so I'm not going to play games with you, okay? I know you threatened to take care of Josue.
Bro, he had to be on top of the car when he did this shit, man. The height just, do a ballistics test. That shit is not gonna tie him to it unless he got on top of something. Because the height isn't there, bro. Literally. Because remember, they're saying he got shot one time in the head. And mind you, the Jose or whatever his name is, he's taller than Gilbert. Obviously, he's not a midget. So in order to get that, you have to be at the same height level. Oh, no.
I didn't do anything.
Okay.
I wasn't even up here. I couldn't even do that.
Okay, so obviously you do know why I'm here and why I'm talking to you now. You want to discuss, or do you want me to just take it at face value? I already saw the Facebook, so...
I didn't.
Huh?
So you can do whatever. I didn't do shit, so...
Okay, so...
I'm innocent.
Again, in your Facebook, you do disclose and say you're going to send somebody to take care of him.
Yeah, but did I send
Okay, so, well, who'd you send? Because he died.
I didn't send nobody.
Do I need to be any clearer? He died.
Yeah, but I didn't send nobody. Mom, ain't nobody want to do it. They're all scared.
Can I see your phone? Can I see your phone? Thank you. It's a T-Mobile. Okay, I'm going to take it.
Why the did he just give her his phone, bro? Gilbert, you have way too big. Look at this guy's head, man. Look at this shit. You got way too big of a head to do the dumb shit that you just did, bro. This man willingly gave the detective his phone. What is right? All that headspace, that massive ass skull of yours, but your brain is the size of your ear, man. It's dumbass, man. I mean, if he actually did this shit, I'm glad he's this dumb.
Can I see your phone? Can I see your phone? Thank you. It's a T-Mobile. Okay, I'm going to take it. I'm going to do a warrant on it, okay?
Take my phone.
Yes. Again, you have to realize that I'm investigating a homicide. Okay, a homicide in which you threatened to kill my victim.
So you're gonna take my phone?
Yes. I'm gonna take your phone, I'm gonna do a warrant on
Well,
it.
she didn't really take it. She kind of just asked for it and you gave it to her.
If for any reason...
Just don't look at the pictures, you know what I'm saying, unless you want to see something, but it's all that something.
Okay. Well, I won't
No
look
one
at
wants to
pictures,
see
but I
that
am
shit, man.
interested in who you've been talking to, text messages and so on, so I am gonna do a warrant on it, okay?
With no luck getting anything useful from Gilbert, Detective Bruce Iaga cleverly confiscates his phone, hoping it might hold the evidence she needs but still can't prove. As this is happening, Chavez is seen stepping outside and speaking briefly with officers.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be completely honest with you though. He is too calm to be somebody who knows that their phone has something that would tie them to this. Just off of his reaction, because if he does have evidence and he's this calm about it, then he is, I don't know what to say. He's retarded, straight up. But his reaction indicates that, bro, there's probably nothing really on his phone that ties him to this. And he's probably realistically not the one that did it, you know? He's literally too short to do it.
Like she's in a hurry to leave. Not willing...
Can I talk to you really fast?
I have to catch the bus, so, I mean, you got 5 minutes of my time.
Okay.
And that's it.
Thank you, Gilbert. Thank you for speaking with me. Have a good day.
Be safe.
We'll check in with you before we leave. Talk to us again.
Hi, Elizabeth. I know you're gonna be quick and all, but so you.
Gilbert can't be a real human being, bro. His mom really carried him for 9 months just to name him Gilbert. And he really just gave this woman his phone and just walked away. What are you gonna do now, bro? How are you gonna call people? You can't be this chill. But Gilbert has not. He's innocent. Let's get that out the way, bro. He's innocent. You're not giving your phone like this to somebody then walking away. Just chill with it. He's innocent, bro. He's got nothing to hide.
You know why I'm here, okay? I don't gotta repeat myself. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to play games,
This is that
okay?
confirmation number from when I had called, because I called that same evening, and nobody ever came by to do what's
you
called.
didn't report your car.
I did. This
No.
is it. Yes, it is.
I already know.
Okay, you know
they
what,
tried-
Eddie? I'm not trying to be mean with you, but this is the confirmation number that.
So why did you set up a fight between Angelo and Josue?
No.
Yes, you did.
No. The
I
little boy
have
called
phones.
over. He called to the house. He was asking for a fight. I was like, wait a minute. What, you want to do what? I was like, are you serious? It was either that or you want to sit there and do some stupid things. I'm not trying to have stupid things go on between those boys. Those boys need to learn how to get along.
Like I said,
So are you
I
gonna write this
have
down?
phones. I already know when you called it in. You never fully followed through.
I did. I waited for them to get here.
Okay, do you have the title to the vehicle?
It's in that vehicle. That's what I was trying to tell y'all. Like, I cannot give you any more information because it was in the vehicle. I didn't even get to register the car or anything.
You've had the car since before January.
Yeah, and I also had to get an alternator for it. You know how much money it takes to just for me to save for just a little bit of a few things? But the little boy, he called. He wanted to make the fight.
Right.
And I
I'm
was
not
asking
saying
myself, like, what do you guys want to do?
I'm not saying Josue didn't set the fight, but you let them know and you set up the fight because they were gonna fight
I
that
let
morning.
them know because they had to know. I'm like, this is what's going on when your sister's left. What do you guys think about this? Yeah, I let them know because they needed to know because that's not right.
So I'm gonna tell you something, okay?
Yeah, my 5 minutes, I'm done.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, okay? When I charge someone, you're gonna be charged along because I know you're hiding the truth and I know you're listening to me, and it would suck for Aurora and Elizabeth's baby to not be present, for you not to be present, because I will charge you because I do know you were gonna set up that fight that day. The end.
Young lady,
I got it off your daughter's phone. Goodbye.
Clearly,
The
Chavez
crazy part is if she did, and if she was able to do what she just threatened her with, she would have done it right here and then. She would not be waiting. There is still something she needs to be able to do that. And that's obviously what she's looking for. But she doesn't have it at this specific moment in time. That's why she was asking for this little midget's phone, bro. Gilbert.
she let something slip, admitting that she knew about the fight between Jay and her sons, though she insists it was all Jay's idea. That afternoon, 16-year-old Angelo Baldonado is arrested and charged with murder. Now with the prime suspect finally in custody, police have the chance to interview him without his mother intervening. Bruciaga hopes this will be the moment they get to close the case for good. But to her surprise, Angelo isn't about to make that easy, because this time, he has an escape plan of his own.
Hey, Angelo. I'm still at chair, sorry.
Is my mom gonna be here somewhere?
Is your mom gonna be here? Was she driving? Was she driving down here?
Oh, she was talking to one of the people that was there at the house.
Oh, at the house?
Yes.
I was at the office, sorry, I was no longer at the house.
Okay. She should be coming.
So she should be coming. Okay.
And if not, like, she should be coming.
She should? Okay. So you do remember me, and I actually do know you remember me because you're like, can I talk to Anna? So, but again, I am Anna Bruciaga, deputy. This is my partner. So, Angelo, because you are a minor, I am gonna read you your rights, and we're
That's why I want my mom here. That's me. Like, I had questions if I wasn't like gonna talk to my mom about.
So you want your mom here while I read you your rights as well?
Yeah, I want her for the whole thing.
For the whole thing? Okay, fair enough.
Asking so much.
At this time, you are gonna get booked for your warrant, okay?
What exactly is the warrant?
It's a homicide warrant.
But why are you doing this?
Okay. Again, you know, because you said that you wanted to speak to me with your mom, I can't ask you questions. At this point, I am booking you for the homicide warrant, and that's all I can do.
It's certainly not the response Detective Bruciaga was hoping for, but it's hardly surprising.
His mom told him that, bro. His mom told him to say that. His mom was like, yo, if they ever catch you, call for me. And she's not even wrong about that, because they actually, you know.
Of his mother keeping him away from investigators, Angelo refuses to speak without his mother or a lawyer present. With no cooperation and no confession, there is nothing more detectives can do. Angelo is booked into the county's juvenile detention center, held without bond while prosecutors prepare to take the case to trial. For now, he's the only family member officially tied to the crime, and investigators believe they've finally got Jay's killer behind bars. But what no one has caught on to yet is that Angelo isn't the one who pulled the trigger. A full year passes since Jay was tragically killed. His pregnant girlfriend, Elizabeth Baldonado, gives birth to his son in November 2022. Her social media posts show a young woman trying to rebuild her life, sharing photos of her baby, spending time with friends, and appearing to move on in a new relationship. On the surface, it seems like life is slowly returning to normal.
Moved on that
Meanwhile,
fast.
her brother Angelo remains in juvenile detention awaiting trial. The case seems closed, and Jay's family begins to find closure, believing justice has finally been served. That is, until, out of nowhere, police receive a phone call that changes everything. In March of 2023, a woman contacts detectives claiming she's been talking to Elizabeth's older brother Gilbert on Facebook, and according to her, he's just confessed to knowing exactly who killed Jay that day.
I've been kind of watching everything that goes on Facebook, and I was able to see that Gibby was pretty hateful towards his mom, and so I figured maybe I could get him to say something about it. So I messaged him, why is your brother locked up? Because my mom and him went to go fight.
You're telling me this guy was talking, and what he was telling them is he was bragging about his mom ending his sisters. Man, this is the type of conversations you're having with women. Bro, you got a lot to compensate for. I don't think this right here gives you tough points, dumbass. I've never seen somebody this is the type of game Gilbert has, man.
My sister's baby daddy, because he beat her. And when they got there, my sister's baby daddy tried to pull out a gun, but he got hit before he could even get his gun. But they put the murder on my brother. I said, that's real f***ed up. Why they put it on your brother? He said supposedly witnesses were there and said it was him. And they say they also got video and that it looks like him in the video, but you can't see shit. All you see is a big ass group, and then everybody scatters. I said, what the f***, your mom didn't tell nobody, it wasn't him. He said, nope. He said, the crazy part is my little brother ain't telling on my mom. I said, so your mom did it and let your brother go down? And he said, yeah. I said, have you tried to tell your brother to tell? He said, yeah, but he tells me no. But that's how we was raised. No matter what the situation is, don't tell. And if we do, we gotta face consequences.
Gilbert's got the IQ of a peanut, man. Gilbert right here has enough brain cells to count up to 5. That's it, max. I mean, I'm glad he's this dumb, seriously, because he just gave up the real person that did this, which is the mom. Like, the whole case was cracked. The real killer in this situation is found because Gilbert was pillow talking to women on Facebook about what his mom did, which is kill his sister's baby father. I literally can't make this up if I wanted to, and it's just funny that he just so happens to be him.
Needless to say, Gilbert's confession changes everything. Detectives already suspected Chavez's involvement in arranging the boxing fight, but no one imagined she was the one who pulled the trigger. Investigators begin to theorize that Chavez may have orchestrated the entire thing, luring Jay to the alley under the guise of a fight with her son, only to end it herself with a single shot to the head. But despite what sounds like a breakthrough, Detective Bruciaga knows she can't move too fast. Arresting Chavez now, based only on Gilbert's secondhand confession, could jeopardize the entire case. Without solid evidence, Chavez will be innocent in the eyes of the law. Over the next few months, investigators work quietly, monitoring jail calls between Chavez and her son Angelo. Most of the conversations are vague, small talk, cautious wording, but in one of the calls, Chavez makes an interesting statement. When Angelo asks why his brother Gilbert looks sad, Chavez replies, "He's heartbroken you're in there. I told him it's because I f***ed up, because I'm stupid, period." Hearing what sounds like an admission of guilt, Detective Bruce Yaga seizes the opportunity and visits Angelo at the detention center, hoping this time she can finally get the truth. When she meets with him, she doesn't have to do much convincing, because Angelo is already prepared to make a deal and save himself.
That's his mom, but at the end of the day, bro, he's literally thrown in there for years on end for something that he didn't do, that his mom did. He's for sure gonna, he's gonna crack, man.
If everything would happen, what we're talking about right now, would I get at least the first degree dropped on? So we do the way to work around it.
So if you're wanting to now give a statement, we can definitely schedule an appointment where it's me, you, and the attorney. And then I'm more than willing to talk to you then.
After Angelo agrees to cooperate, detectives quickly arrange a formal interview with him and his attorney present. Angelo ends up corroborating his brother Gilbert's confession, confirming that it was his mother who pulled the trigger and drove away from the scene. With both sons telling the same story, there's only one crucial piece missing to solve the case: a confession from Chavez herself. Without her own words, the defense could argue that the boys are lying or that their statements were coerced. A few days later, an arrest warrant is issued, and Chavez is taken into custody. Detective Bruce Yaga brings her into an interrogation room determined to secure an admission. Not through confrontation this time, but through empathy. If the plan works, they'll finally close the case for good. But if Chavez sees through it, the interview will be over before it even begins.
I know that you obviously recognize me because we've met in the past more than once, okay? And regardless of what happened then, I'm not gonna be rude to you, I'm not gonna be disrespectful to you, even though in the past, you weren't the nicest, right? But you're here, and I'm not gonna be rude, and I expect the same of you. Fair? Okay. Obviously, I know you were visiting Angelo. I know you were visiting Angelo. How's he doing? He's okay? Yeah? Okay.
She knows she's done, bro.
He's in there for nothing. He didn't do anything wrong. And I mean just in general, not just because you already know why you're here. You've been in handcuffs, you've been in the back of the cop car. Just now? Yeah. So I'm gonna read you your rights, okay? Do you understand? Okay, fair enough. With that being said, what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna stop this interview. You're going to jail on 2 warrants, okay? You do have an open count murder warrant, and you do have, and I have to look at that one to read you the exact, but it's a warrant, okay? And that's not mine, it's not for me to discuss, but that's what one of the warrants is for, okay?
Unfortunately, things don't go according to plan. The moment Chavez realizes where the conversation is heading, she immediately shuts down the interview and asks for a lawyer. From here on, it's up to the court to decide whether the evidence against her is enough to prove what everybody already suspects. At the trial, prosecutors present the full scope of the case: phone records, surveillance footage of Chavez's car, the brothers' confessions, and the jail call recordings. They argue that Chavez disapproved of the relationship between her daughter and Jay and was motivated by anger over how he treated her. They also believe she calculated that her teenage son would face lighter consequences if he took the blame.
That's actually not wrong. He was in there as a juvenile. I remember specifically and vividly the guy that smoked Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke is one of my favorite artists of all time, bro. And that's crazy because I actually didn't even listen to him before he died. I'm gonna be honest with you. I discovered him after he died. But Pop Smoke, the guy that ran in there and killed him, and Pop Smoke was literally like 20, bro, or like 21. I don't know, like 20 or 21 when he died. But anyways, the guy that ran in there and did it to him was like 16, if I remember correctly. And he was released 3 years later, bro. He spent 3 years in juvenile prison for a murder, for literally killing Pop Smoke. He spent 3 years in there and was released. So her thinking that her son would face lighter like consequences, she's not even wrong about that. It's just crazy that no matter how much you try to hide the truth, no matter how much you try to dampen the light, the truth always finds a way to come out.
Lighter consequences if he took the blame. As for her other children, Elizabeth and Gilbert, investigators determined that neither had any direct role in the shooting. Elizabeth in particular is found to have had no knowledge of her mother's deadly intentions. She withheld some information to protect her family, but was ultimately determined to be a victim caught in the middle. Eventually, Angelo Baldonado pleads guilty to conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and assault with intent to commit a felony, and is sentenced to remain in juvenile detention until age 21.
This is literally what happened to that guy that killed Pop Smoke. The exact same thing, verbatim, same age, same time, same release time, and release age as well. Same exact thing. You killed somebody at 16, you get to leave at 21. I guess that's just how the system is, man. So she was hoping that he would just take the whole full blame for this and still be out when he's in his 20s. That's what she was hoping. But it's a cold ass world we live in, and your own son gave you up. Dumbass.
Mother Chavez pleads guilty to second-degree murder and, in May 2025, receives the maximum penalty of 18 years in state prison. Chavez is also facing
She got away with it. She got away with it. They both kind of got away with it.
Related to child exploitation material found on her tablet during the investigation.
Yeah, nah, she literally got away with it. I'm gonna be completely 18 years for killing somebody. 18 years for killing a 16-year-old man who had his whole life in front of him and who was literally, he left a seed inside your daughter. He was gonna be the father of your grandchild. You get 18 years for doing that? She got away with it, bro. I'm sorry to say she did. But look, this is probably the longest video I have ever recorded. I'm being so serious. First recording was like 48 minutes. This one is like 40-something minutes. I hope y'all are seeing the work and effort we're putting in, bro. So if you made it to this point, that means you're the realest of the real. Get in the comments and type LNS and run the likes up and let me know that you made it to the end of the video. I will be liking every single one of y'all's comments. I'm gonna hit y'all with the little heart thing. So if you type in and say I made it to the end of the video, I will be liking your comment. That's a promise, bro. Seriously. I don't care how long after this video you're watching it, I will like your comment. And yeah, y'all stay safe out there, man. I'm out.